Oh my days, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin first of all. And look at this. I'm actually quite shocked. I'm actually quite amazed. How has this player come back so quickly? I mean, look, when we say come back, we probably say it as loosely as possible. He's nowhere near, able to start matches as yet. We're probably, I feel, maybe another couple of months away from that, because obviously you need some match sharpness. You need a lot of training time, grueling training sessions as well. But great to see Wesley Fofana back on the grass, ladies and gentlemen. That's the news that is circulating at the moment at Chelsea Football Club. Wesley Fofana is back on the grass and seemingly probably will start training soon. Not sure about team training, but perhaps some individual training. But it all goes, I suppose, in the right sense, that in recent times Wesley Fofana has been indicating that he's slowly coming back on his Instagram stories. And this is a picture straight from the Chelsea admin page on X, and I think on the Fifth Stand app as well. So great to see. This is what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Amazing to see Wesley Fofana back on the grass, coming from Chelsea Football Club official account. Obviously, Chelsea Dodgers, commenting on that, sort of taking that news and then tweeting that out. Wesley Fofana, ladies and gentlemen, back on track soon. Wild Wild West, Law West. That's the handle that he goes by on Instagram. Chelsea Dodgers once again putting out that particular tweet. And this is the comment coming from Mailsport. Wesley Fofana's injury prompted fears that the defender could be absent for the entire season, but he appears to be making impressive progress in his rehabilitation. I'm actually very, very impressed. There was words that he's not going to be back until the end of the season, and it was meant to be a write-off. And I think this is the discussion that we can have now, in the sense that, why is there certain rumors about Buddy Shield in recent times? Look, I still think all of that is rubbish, and I think there is a news stating that there is no way Buddy Shield's going anywhere. But you can see, Levi Colwill is, I'm certain, Pochettino is not going to try him as a left back anymore. I mean, I could be absolutely wrong, but we can clearly see Levi Colwill is not a left back. So here's another CB. So you've got Levi Colwill CB, you've got Thiago Silva as a CB, you've got Desasi as a CB, you've got Buddy Shield as a CB, and you've got Wesley Fofana as well. That's 5. I'm talking about this season. I know a lot of people will say, but Miz, Thiago Silva's not going to be around. I get it. He may not be around next season, even though I do want him to stay around. I feel like the experience Thiago Silva brings is still invaluable for this football club. So look, 5 CBs, I don't think anyone's going to leave, if I'm being absolutely honest, but it is paramount we make it to European levels next season, because we need to be able to give these players some game time. Good thing is, the month of December and January, there's a lot of jam-packed fixtures, so potentially some of these players will get their opportunity. Wesley Fofana, however, is still a couple of months away, so we need to understand that that he's not going to be part of this conversation for at least another couple of months, I believe, because it does take a bit of time to recover. But I understand why there's talks about certain players. If you're a journalist, as I said in All You Can Eat Chelsea, if you missed out on that particular episode earlier today, do check that out. I said, if you're a journalist, you're looking at each team and looking at where the talking points are, and then you create a story about it. Whether it's true or not, that's not the problem of a journalist, but you can make a story about it. And at the moment, there are a lot of stories that you can create at Chelsea Football Club. One being in the centre-back positions, where there is a plethora of centre-backs that we have, and there's only 2 centre-backs that can play per match and 1 game per week. So do the maths. There's going to be some players that are going to consistently miss out. Obviously, Chalobah's name that's getting thrown around, he has to go. He is 100% surplus to requirements. Without even him, there is surplus to requirements. And then when you add him, there is absolutely an abundance of surplus to requirements. It's understood Chelsea's manager Pochettino rates Fofana highly and views him as part of his future plans. This is coming from Fabrizio Romano. It'll be interesting to see. Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It'll be very, very interesting to see how it all pans out till the end of this season. Look, there's potentially, touch wood, there isn't, but there's probably going to be fresh injuries that's going to happen over the month of December and January. So we'll have to incorporate that into the conversation as to, the depth of the CBs. But also at the end of the season, I think we can make an assessment as to who stays, who goes. Chalobah, as I said, is definitely going to go. Not that long ago, some of you guys were saying Wesley Fofana needs to go because he's been injured for so long. Out of sight, out of mind. Remember? Out of sight, out of mind. Now he's slowly coming back. We're all getting excited again. I hope he does well. You know, we've spent a lot of money on Wesley Fofana, and there was a lot of hype about Wesley Fofana when he was at Leicester. Him and William Saliba, I believe, both played for Saint Etienne together, and a lot of people were saying that Wesley Fofana was the one that looked the part, as opposed to William Saliba, who looks like the real deal for Arsenal Football Club. So, look, good to hear that Pochettino rates Fofana and Pochettino sees him as part of the future. We shall see. We shall see. Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know. Are you excited about Wesley Fofana making this quick recovery? I'm very impressed. And then also looking forward to seeing him. Does he start in the 2CB position once he's fully fit and fully match sharp? Does he start for Chelsea Football Club as the 2CBs? Let me know in the comments section. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, this, do you know what? This is a very important topic. This particular topic has been doing a bit of rounds over the international break. Obviously, we heard Shakhtar Donetsk's coach talking about Mudryk and backing him, and how he's saying Chelsea's not a team, and Mudryk, he does well in the international level. Check this out, Harry Redknapp. All right, quote coming from Harry Redknapp, who's the uncle of Frank Lampard. I remember talking to Frank Lampard when Chelsea bought Mykhailo Mudryk. Frank says Mudryk's so quick, he's lightning, but he doesn't know the game. I'm thinking 90 million and he doesn't know the game. I mean, he should know everything for 90 million. Look, if only money, translated talent in that manner. Not always money does justice. Look, it's not Mudryk's fault that we've gone out there and gone over the top of Arsenal and placed such a huge bid. Let me make a few things clear. First of all, Mudryk is probably not, I don't think he was 90 million. I think 90 million is with add-ons, and some of those add-ons are you got to win the Premier League, you've got to win the Champions League, this, that, the other. I think the total fee was something around 60 million, and then there was 30 millions of add-ons. Even 60 million for Mykhailo Mudryk at this stage, I think that is a bit too excessive. I know he was doing well at Shakhtar, but it was glimpse. It was the raw talent. And this is what happens when you buy a player from a different league because of certain glimpses, certain moments. Obviously, you're going to pay a lot of money. But in essence, Mudryk is probably around the 40 million mark. And then we wouldn't be having this sort of conversation. So that's one thing. Second thing, what Harry Redknapp just said in regards to what Frank Lampard relayed to him, I'm not surprised and I'm not shocked. I think most Chelsea fans will tell you from the get-go, including myself, that Mudryk, as soon as we saw, we could clearly see the talent, the raw talent is there. The raw ingredient is there, like the pace, the dribbling, sometimes the passing. But equally at the same time, simultaneously, you can see that the footballing IQ is probably not there. He doesn't read the game properly. His understanding of how to, carry out a game plan is not there. And this is why, I suppose, Frank Lampard, he was so impressed with Mykhailo Mudryk last season, but just never played him because potentially Mudryk can't execute those plans, or he just doesn't have that footballing IQ as yet. So, look, a lot of people are probably looking at those quotes and smashing Frank Lampard and smashing, Harry Redknapp. But I have to say, it's not shocking. It's not surprising. It's okay. It's okay to accept that. I look at it in the sense that it's a fantastic situation for Mauricio Pochettino to relish this opportunity. Be the mentor for Mudryk and turn him into the player that we all believe he can be. The hardworking ethics are there for Mykhailo Mudryk. The raw talent is there. Overall, the attitude is there. I know sometimes in online, but he stopped that. But it's that, how do you carry out a game plan? How do you execute a game plan? When do you do what you need to do on field? If there is a strategy, to carry out against an opposition, what does Mudryk, can he follow those instructions and stay focused on field to make sure he executes it along with the team? So these are the things that I'm looking forward to. I feel like Mauricio Pochettino is the right person to do that. So let's see what happens. But I don't think any one of us should be angry or upset about some of the words that has been said over here. And look, the only thing that bothers me is obviously the 90 million. At 90 million, you should know everything. I mean, look, yeah, perhaps when you're spending that much money, you should know, you should be getting someone who's polished. I think the other side of the coin of the argument here is Chelsea the right place to spend that level of money and then teach all of these basics of the game? So that is a very valid, very valid comment to make as well. So Chelsea should not be that place. This is why players go out on loan and develop that game knowledge, that IQ, footballing IQ that we talk about. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about this particular comment. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I completely feel this is an honest assessment of Mudryk at the moment. But at the same time, I also feel Mykhailo Mudryk can become something huge. I know he's older than some of the players that we have right now who are far more talented. But what's to say that Mudryk won't accelerate exponentially down the track? Let me know in the comment section how you feel about Harry Redknapp's comments based on what Frank Lampard told him. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Khvicha Kvaratskhelia is not a concrete for Chelsea. A lot of people, Eunice calls him Keith, so I don't feel comfortable calling him Keith. I'm going to call him Kvara. Target for Chelsea at this moment in time, and they still believe Mykhailo Mudryk is the future in that position. This is coming from Fabrizio Romano. So all of those rumors about Kvara, look, I knew it was a bit far-fetched. There's no way we're going to be going for more wingers at the moment. We've got quite a few that we need to work on, unless and until we feel that, you know what? We need to dispatch a few. We need to discard a few. I don't think we're going to be looking at wingers. I think the primary focus at the moment is my manager is messaging me already. The primary focus at the moment is that we will be focused on getting a striker. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I got to start work. So everyone's messaging me already. So we've got to start work. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, everyone. Take care and see ya.